So yesterday I heard or saw something somewhere online about imagining for people who struggle to put out content publicly on various social platforms when they want to have their own businesses or make their offerings, whatever, or just any kind of content. Um, so like this one here, yeah, or my other platform. And and the advice was like, if you're struggling with this, then imagine a person who is um, like the kindest friend you can imagine, even if you don't have them really in your life. Just imagine that person, and uh, and then talk to them as if just imagine them, and then whatever you're sharing, imagine you're sharing with them. And I had an instant image me doing that, how different my output may look if I imagine that, and I don't necessarily here. I don't know what I do on this platform. Who do I imagine my audience? Um, don't know. I'm not too sure. But on the other one, I definitely imagine people I actually have interacted with who are kind of followers or whatever. And that's always been limiting for me. So when I imagine myself doing this, following this advice, I had a very different content, and not in terms of the actual content, sorry, but I was very different, and the content was a bit different, but and I was like, it would be just so amazing and so exciting, and I would just love coming to that space and producing content as if the only person on the receiving end is this amazing friend that it's I don't have in real life, because I don't do friends because of that, maybe, but or definitely. But yeah, so this imaginary person, and I would be a very different person on the channel, and yet I would be amazing, not in a kind of wow you're amazing, but I just would be, obviously still not everyone's cup of tea, I'm sure, but at the same time I would be so much sweeter, softer, open, receptive, just like this adorable thing. And if I may say so, and I may, um, and I can imagine just people flocking, and that is immediate, the biggest turn off for me. I just like quickly shut down. I don't want to attract these people. I just want to enjoy fully myself doing that content, right, in that way, without attracting someone. And yet, because it's a business, and this is the biggest one yet I'm cracking, and I spoke about this for a while, but it's the theme, it's the $1 million question ultimately and literally. Although I really don't care for $1 million, I would just be happy with a you know few tens of thousands a year, so I can just live, just the basic normal life, just nothing extravagant. I don't care for extravagance. Just basic comforts, which are inexpensive. And so yeah, so I do need people to pay for these services, and therefore I need to attract them if I'm to have that income. And yet it's the biggest turnoff for me, and I know how I would attract even more so with this person who just talks to this imaginary audience, one other person, yeah, who's ideal, who I would love to, and I feel like for them I would love to attract them because they're just the perfect, or they're not needy, they will, they don't need to engage, they just love listening to me. uh, but yeah, that I don't know how yet to do. And I was struck how much that's the reason why I maybe struggle even here with a little bit with the um struggled in the last couple of weeks with the motivation to produce these videos, because it's like I don't want to attract that even that person. I don't want to attract them. But it's just I would just love to have much more fun producing my content, um, and having content that's far more energized and just happy and quirky, and um, but yeah, like I say, I would, the backlash of that is that I would imagine it would, yeah, say attract far more than, or just attract full stop, and that's never been a goal. That's never been attractive. That's never been an attractive prospect. Okay, that's it for today.